an international strategist as well as an international speaker and author, and I am here as promised today. Um, we are still trying this restream, so we'll see. If you're on Facebook, if you are on Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, if you are unable, let me put this in the chat, hear me for any reason, you can join me on Instagram. What's up, BJ? What is this thing doing? All right, so welcome everyone. So today's topic, we are talking about I am stuck and I am ready to move forward. I have had so many new coaching calls within the last 2 weeks, and this is the main subject, is that people are stuck, but they want to move forward. And the first thing I want to say is you're not alone. Hey, Miss Davis, we have all been there. We have all been stuck. We have all been, not sure what to do. We're all over the place. We're doing this and we're not completing anything. We're not following through. And then we're saying in 2021, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. That's usually what we do, right? That was me too at one point. But what happens is you never go anywhere. You continue to stay stuck, or either you'll start moving in the right direction and then something will set in called fear and self-sabotage, and then you're back where you started. So we are not going to go into 2021 like that, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready. Put a 1 in the chat if you are ready. If you can hear me on, what is this, Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook, and Instagram, please put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. And we're not going to be here too long because I have a class. Put a 1 in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Thank you very much, BJ. BJ, how are you doing today? All right, so number 1, you might want to get some pen and paper just in case if this was you. We did this exercise, me and maybe 3 of my clients, and so far it's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna share it with you all as well. So number 1, you want to understand why you are stuck in the first place. So one of the things I always suggest is that you take a piece of paper, right, and you write down the different things that are holding you back, and be truthful. Like, what is exactly holding you back from doing what you need to do? This is when you have to have, this is when you have to have a talk with yourself and be like, listen, I just got to be honest, because in order for me to move forward, this is what I have to do. And so if it's holding you back, and this is the truth, that you're watching Netflix, maybe you're doing online shopping, maybe you are just watching other people, and you want that to be you, but you're not putting in the work for it to be you, then say that. Be truthful. We have all seen people or somewhere on social media, oh, I wish I can get there. I wish I can get to that point, right? But you can get to that point and further, but you have to put in the work, okay? So you're going to write down exactly what's holding you back. And so if it's a challenge that is actually happening in your business, then write down what that challenge is. What is the challenge? What business challenge are you honestly having? Is it sales? Is it how to negotiate? Is it social media? Is it starting a business? Is it structure? Is it strategy? What is it? What is the challenge that you're having in your business that's preventing you from moving forward? Or is it because maybe you are stressed? Maybe you have a lot going on. And if that's it, then you need to write that down, because what you're going to try to do is figure out how you can actually, hi, thank you for joining, how you can actually get help to be able to move forward so that you are not stressed. Okay. So those are the things that you need to do to understand why you are stuck. Now with that, you're going to have an action step, okay? So again, you're going to identify what is holding you down, what's holding you back, what's the reason why you're not moving forward. And then you also want to have possible solutions, okay? What are some of the solutions? So example, one of the things that, let's say example, mine was um, going live, okay? Because that's a lot of people. Thank you for joining, going live. My problem is I'm stuck and I can actually grow my business if I go live. So what's the action step? You're going to commit to going live. And if that means that you have to reach out to somebody and say, listen, I really want to go live. Thank you so much for joining, but I'm not exactly sure how. I don't know how to go live. Can you help me? So you got it? So number one is understanding why you're stuck, and the action step is that you're going to then write it down and determine what are the possible solutions. All right, number two, you're going to figure out your priorities. This is usually a big one for everybody, right? Because now after you figured out what's holding you down, what's holding you back, think about what you should actually be focusing on first. You can't focus on everything. No one can. So you can't say that, okay, I have 15 things that are holding me back and I'm going to work on all 15 things. Which one takes priority? So example, let's say something's holding you back. It can't, and a lot of people say a website should never be the reason why that's holding you back from starting your business, because you can do a landing page. Okay, you can do a landing page, you can do a link tree. I've seen someone most recently, she does not have I'm not saying do this, but she doesn't have a website. She also doesn't have a landing page, but all she has is a link tree. And she's selling through Gumroad and Acuity, her services. Okay, so there's ways around it. So you can't say because you don't have a website. Hi, thank you for joining. So number two, you're going to figure out your priorities. You're going to determine what's holding you back. And then what are you going to do first? What is it that you're going to do first? To do this, you need to ask yourself, where should I be focusing all of my time and energy? Where should I be focusing all of my time and energy? Again, you cannot solve everything at once. Okay? So your action step for figuring out your priorities is that you're going to focus on untangling the one thing that's holding you back, and you're going to commit to finishing it before you move to the next. So example, if you said that setting up your Shopify store, you needed to find some products and you need to reach out to vendors. What is going on? You need to hold on, y'all. Something's going on there. You need to one second, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, here we go. All right, so you said that you needed to find vendors, you need to set up your store, you needed to get a domain, you needed to come up with a name. And so, hey, sis, and so you're thinking of all these things that you have to do. You cannot do them all at once. So you are going to focus on the one thing or the two things that you can actually do to finish, and then you move to the next one. But you cannot move to the next one without finishing something. And that's usually what happens. The reason why you're stuck is because you're trying to do too much. So if it was me, I would first look for think about my name. And then from my name, I would go to GoDaddy to see if it's available. And then after that, depending on what type of product it is, then I'm gonna go search for the product. That way I'm not overwhelming myself with the other 20,000 things that's on my list, okay? And number three, you want to declutter. So most of the time, we are best productive when we are in a clean and an organized environment. So if you ever notice that if your office is like really cluttered and things around you are cluttered, 9 times out of 10, your thinking and creativity is going to be cluttered also. Thank you, sis. It's going to be cluttered also. So one of the things that I definitely do is when I leave out of my office at night, it has to be clean and ready for in the morning, because first of all, I get up too early, so I ain't cleaning up early in the morning. So I'm going to actually clean before I go to sleep, because I know if I get up in the morning and it's clutter everywhere, first of all, it's going to drive me crazy. And then second of all, I can't think. Okay, so you're going to number 3, you're going to declutter. Okay, so what I also recommend, if you're not able to do it every night, then why don't you come up with a declutter day? Why don't you come up, you do too, sis. Why don't you come up with a day, and it's called your declutter day. It's a day when you're going to clean out everything out of your office. Maybe it's also cleaning out stuff out of your laptop. Like I did that. My declutter day was it Saturday or Sunday? I think it's Sunday. I showed you all Sunday. I love that we get stuck trying to focus on completing too much and clutter. Yes, thank you. So yes, so Sunday I think it was. I actually took my hard drives. I cleaned off my laptop. I also Alexis.
Sorry,
no,
I don't know that.
Be quiet. I also took my iPhone and I dumped my iPhone as well. So I also call that part of decluttering as well. I don't need a lot of things stopping me, right? So what happens if I go to my computer and I'm trying to do something and all of a sudden it says file will not save, you have too much here. Thank you, sis. You have all of this going on, then it's going to stop me from working. And what am I going to do? It's going to throw me off track, because now I got to go try to figure out what in this computer I need to declutter. But if I've already taken a declutter day and add declutter, cleaning my office, cleaning the files on my computer, cleaning out my phone, all of that is part of it. If you used some type of project management tool like Trello or Asana, then that will be included also. You need to clean that out. Like I have to now, I wrote that down for myself. This is for myself too, y'all. I need to go clean out my Asana. And I'm going to clean it up because we're going into 2021. And I'm going to label in Asana all of my projects. So then when my virtual assistants go in, they can see 2021. And then they're not trying to look through 1918 or whatever else is in there. Okay, so that's part of decluttering, because guess what? If I declutter Asana, I also stay on task with my projects and what I have to do. So all of that is part of decluttering, okay? So you're going to make space in your business so that you can fill it up with things that truly matter versus things that don't. Okay, so number 4, make time for your business. A lot of times we don't make time for our businesses. We will say that we have, what excuses did I write down here? That you have to clean up clean up the house, you have to mop the floor. When you book time on your calendar with a client project or attending a meeting, do you fully commit to it? You do, right? You usually do, right? So then therefore you need to make that same time for your business. And what I mean by that is not working in your business, but on your business. Do you make time to work on your business and not in your business? It's a difference, y'all. What is going on with this phone? I don't know what's going on with my phone. My phone is acting up. So you want to make time to work on your business and not in your business. And some of the things that's working in your business is when you're doing a lot of administrative work. And so if you're doing a lot of administrative work, like creating graphics, this is no shade, I'm saying, if you want to create graphics, create them. But for me, honestly, I'm not a graphic designer. That's number 1. But the time that it takes me to create a graphic, honestly, I could talk to like 2 or 3 clients by then. Or I can be looking to research, I'm looking for the next client, something I'm doing besides creating a graphic. So I'd rather, even if I can do it, I'd rather spend that time talking to clients or doing something that's going to help me. I'm going to be working on my business, expanding my business instead of working in it. So I make a list of all the administrative things that I could possibly do that I'm doing in my business and say, I need to really, really outsource this. I really need to outsource this. I don't really need to be doing this. Okay. So make time for your business so that you can work on your business and not in your business. So you're going to make it a habit to book your calendar for tasks and activities that's related to your business, working in your business. I'm sorry, working on your business. So you're going to make a task in your calendars, right? That's related to working on your business. And then number 5, we're going to keep on moving forward. All right, which means you're going to have to dig deeper, right, on getting unstuck in your business. You're going to have to face some things that usually pop up in order to keep moving. And one of the biggest things is always fear. In order to keep moving, you have to face fear, and you have to talk about fear. What is the reason? What is making you fearful? And you also have to stop second guessing yourself. A lot of that happens too. So if you're stuck and you're not moving forward, it could be that you're second guessing yourself. And it could be also, some self-sabotage in there. And then you could also be the person that does a whole lot of research and say you still researching, but really that's just really another excuse so you don't have to move forward. It ain't that much researching in the world. It isn't, right? Right? Because you can always find a reason to edit a graphic. That's right. Right? See? Exactly. Hey, Cynthia. But I'm not going to be editing no graphics. Y'all don't want me to do that. So in order to keep moving forward, you're going to have to look at your fears, address them, because it slows us down to second guessing, and also guessing. Also, you can spend a lot of time on research, trying to get as much feedback as possible, whether or not, and question yourself, that's right, exactly, whether or not you're making the right decisions. Does this sound like anybody? But in reality, you're just afraid to move forward to the next step. Isn't that deep? You're just afraid to move forward. So the whole time you're researching and you're second guessing, you're just really afraid to move forward to the next step. You could also be afraid of success. You could be afraid of success, that if you move forward, I don't know what's going on. If you move forward, then this is going to happen and your class is going to launch and it's going to sell out and be amazing. And then what's going to happen? Thank you for joining. Are you ready to really move forward? Is that the reason why you haven't moved forward, is because you're scared to move forward? And if that's the truth, you need to really look at that also. Some of us are afraid of success and what it looks like. And until you write it down to determine what it looks like for you, then you won't know what it looks like and how to address it when it comes. And that's the truth. And so those are my 5. But again, like I said, I did this with a couple of clients and they've been writing it down and it has truly been helping them. And I was like, I think I'm going to share this with everybody. Sometimes you have to decide what fear means to you. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Make a choice for what fear stands for in your eyes. What does it look like? I know this is probably really deep, but it's needed because we are not going into 2021 without moving forward. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, and if you need help, ask for help, y'all. Don't just remain stuck. Don't just remain in fear. Don't be looking at somebody else and saying, I wish that was me. It can be you. But you have to really look at your fears and what's holding you back and be honest with yourself. And if it's that you lack something, then get some training for it. There's plenty of people that can help you, but you have to ask. No one can read your mind. But the biggest thing is that you definitely have to determine what's holding you back, which was my number 1. My number 1 was understanding why you're stuck in the first place. And writing down and identifying what exactly is holding you back. And be truthful. And this is the time to do it before you go into 2021. A lot of people are saying, I can't wait for 2021. I have these plans. 2020 and 2021 going into it, we're still going to have COVID. It's still going to be the same. But a lot of us wasn't ready for COVID. Honestly, we weren't ready to be online. We didn't have online classes. We weren't doing virtual trainings and speaking engagement. Some of us wasn't prepared. Some of us wasn't able to pivot. So you have a choice right now that you can continue to pivot and you could be ready for whatever comes your way in 2021. Anything. Because if you was able to handle 2020, you definitely can handle 2021. But again, you have to make the decision to want that. No one else can want it but you. I don't care how many people coach you. I don't care how many classes you take or motivational speakers that you listen to. You still have to do the work. In the end, you have to do the work. And sometimes as a coach, especially me, I want it more than my own clients. And sometimes I have to pull back and be like, they gotta want it. I be having to talk to myself. She gotta want it. You fighting for somebody who don't want it. And sometimes I'll tell them that I'm fighting harder than you. I am fighting harder than you. I don't know what is going on with this Instagram. It keeps saying pause. It could be because my son is down there streaming about 5 TVs with this new PlayStation. I knew I shouldn't have got the thing. That was my fault. Whew. Dr. Robin, come get him, please. All right, any questions? I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to see how it actually on Instagram, if it paused a whole lot. If it did, I will re-record it for you all because same thing on Facebook, okay? Because I really want you all to get it. If you're on Periscope, if you are on YouTube, I think it'll save and I will, actually I'll copy and paste and probably put it in there for you, okay? That's it. Yes. He is in so much trouble because I'm just like, why do you have a PlayStation and you got like 2 monitors going? Then you're talking to somebody in some place. I don't even know where you're talking. And then you got something else streaming, the iPod, iPad over here doing something. I can't wait till I get off of here. Something got to give. He gonna have to get his own internet. That's what he gonna have to do. Okay, Dr. Robin, you need to come get him. Thank you so much. So I'm going to watch the replay, y'all. And so if it did not save like I needed to, I will re-record it and I will load it in my IG, reload it in my IGTV because I really, I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of people who are stuck. Either you're stuck or confused or you're all over the place. Something's going on. I just feel it. Okay. That's all I have for y'all. I have a class. If I don't have any questions, if you're on Facebook, I'll check the comments and see if you have any as well. Thank you, sis. You can send me a DM if you have any questions or if you need help. I might not be the one who can help you, but maybe I'm sure I can find somebody. If I'm not the one, I'm sure I can find somebody, but we don't need to go into 2021 without moving forward. We got to be ready, y'all. That's everybody. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. God bless you all. And your family, true. We get stuck. Yep, exactly. It happens to all of us. It's not. And listen, this is developed from me getting stuck. It's okay. I'm just giving you back what worked. That's all I'm doing. I've been there too. Trust and believe. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.